You feel the distance, don't you? The silence that hurts more than words, the love that was never spoken properly, the connection that never ended. This message is about that. The person in your mind does love you, but the real reason for the distance between you may shock you. This message is not light. It is not surface level. It speaks to the quiet space between two people who feel everything, but say almost nothing. If one person lives in your mind constantly, not sometimes, not randomly, there is a reason deeper than coincidence. And if there is distance between you, emotional, physical, or silent distance, listen carefully, because the distance is not what you think it is. 1. The first truth you need to understand: the person in your mind does love you, not in loud words, not in constant messages, but in a quiet, heavy, sometimes painful way. This is not someone who forgot you. This is not someone who moved on easily. They carry you with them. They remember the small things, your tone, your reactions, the way you made them feel safe or exposed. So why the distance? Because love doesn't always pull people closer. Sometimes love makes people step back. 2. Love can awaken fear. When someone truly loves you, they start seeing what they lack, what they might lose, what they are not ready to give. You didn't just touch their heart. You touched their insecurities, their past wounds, their unhealed parts. That scared them, not because you did something wrong, but because you did something right. 3. The distance is not rejection, it is self-protection. They feel too much, not too little. They know if they come closer, they will fall deeper. They will become vulnerable. They might lose control. So they choose silence, not because they don't care, but because they are afraid of hurting themselves or failing you. Distance becomes their armor. 4. They think you deserve better. This is one of the most painful truths. They look at you and think, "I'm not enough for this person." They see your emotional depth, your ability to love fully. Instead of rising to meet that, they shrink. They tell themselves, "They'll be happier without me. I'm not ready. I'm not healed." Distance becomes a twisted form of love. 5. They are fighting a war inside. While you wonder why they don't reach out, they are asking themselves, "Should I text or stay silent? What if I ruin everything? What if I can't give what they need?" Their silence is loud. They replay moments with you. They imagine conversations that never happen. They miss you, quietly. 6. Love without healing creates distance. Love alone is not enough when someone is unhealed. If they carry betrayal, abandonment, or fear of commitment, love feels dangerous. Closeness feels like responsibility. Responsibility feels like pain. So they create space, not because they don't care, but because they care too deeply. 7. They don't trust themselves with your heart. They don't trust their consistency, their emotional stability, their ability to stay. Distance feels safer than breaking your heart. 8. Why your mind keeps going back to them? Because emotional connections don't end with silence. Your soul felt unfinished energy, unspoken truth. Something paused, not completed. Distance without closure creates loops in the mind. 9. They think about you too, late at night, in quiet moments. When something reminds them of you, they wonder, are they okay? Do they still think of me? What if I had been braver? But fear keeps them silent. 10. The shocking truth about the distance. This connection would change them, and not everyone is ready to change. You challenged their patterns. You reflected their shadows. You invited growth they didn't plan for. So instead of evolving, they retreated. 11. Why forcing closure doesn't work. When you push for answers, they pull away more, not because you're wrong, but because fear takes control. Some truths appear only when fear settles. 12. What this means for you, you are not unlovable. You were not too much. You did not imagine the connection. You met someone who loved you, but wasn't ready to meet you at the same depth. That is not your failure. 13. Love doesn't always mean staying. Sometimes love means distance, silence, growth. Some people come to wake you up, not to stay forever. 14. If they ever return, it won't be casual. It will be because fear lost its power. Healing happened. Courage won. Until then, the distance has a purpose. 15. The final message for you. Stop blaming yourself for someone else's wounds. Stop shrinking to make someone feel safe. Stop waiting in emotional pause. If they love you, they will meet you fully. And if they can't, the distance is not punishment. It is redirection. 16. Remember this. Someone can love you deeply and still not be ready to stay. And that truth is not meant to break you. It is meant to lead you to a love that does not need distance to survive. Must be listen the last message, especially for you. So listen. Before you leave, remember this. You were never too much. You were just asking the wrong person to meet you at your depth. Someone can love you deeply and still not be ready to stay. And that is not your failure. If this message touched your heart, don't ignore that feeling. Write "I felt this" in the comments. Sometimes the words we type are the first step toward healing. Thanks for staying with me at last. So please like, share and subscribe the channel for more new mindset videos.